The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, from Chelsea, England, Buster Gates.
Now the WWE Universe sure isn't shy about sharing their feelings about this superstar.
And approaching the ring, from Kansas City, Missouri, FN Punks.
Oh, the WWE Universe letting them hear it.
Hello everyone, my name is Yellow and welcome to the Joker's Wildcard Gauntlet match, and yeah, we are kicking things off here with Buster Gates versus Roland Dieter. The first matchup, which is an Extreme Rules matchup to start off the Gauntlet. There is a total of 5 matches in this one video. This does not mean, by the way, that Buster Gates gets all the way, or does he? Who knows? But yeah, everyone recorded bits and pieces here and there, so maybe Buster does get all the way to the end, maybe he doesn't. But yeah, this is the full gauntlet, the full thing. That's why it's a long video. And unluckily for Buster Gates, he got picked as number 1. He was number 1, which is bad luck for him, I guess. And then Roland Dieter is number 2. So, this video is going to be a little bit different because I am going to be in control here. I'm actually going to speak as Buster Gates this video from now on, because I'm not taking just me, a commentator me. I'm not going to be commentator me for this. I'm going to be Buster Gates. The mindset of Buster Gates is going to kick in a second, so let's just get prepared. So, here I was in the match. Yeah, okay, 2 Buster Gates, 1 in the match, 1 on commentary. Okay, let's get that straight. So here I was in the match, and you know, I was against Roland Dieter. I've beat him before, you know. He's nothing special. Former Intercontinental Champion. Okay, yeah, fine. He's won a championship, I haven't. He won it twice, I haven't. Big deal. I've beat him before. Yeah, well, you can say he beat me too, but, you know, I've beat him before. He's nothing special. Extreme Rules, weapons on my side. Come on, easy mode. I mean, yeah, he just took the ladder off me there and hit me in the face, but just give me a minute to recuperate, you know. Let me get back to my feet, think what I'm about to do, and then I'm going to get back in control of this matchup, because so far, I haven't been doing so good. Let's put it that way. I haven't been doing so good. But soon enough, it's going to turn around. You know who I am. You know, it's not going to go well for Roland, because it doesn't go well for anyone who steps in the ring with me, because I am the best in the league. Bar none. Bar none. We have... Who else do we have in this gauntlet who I'm going to have to face after I beat Roland Dieter? We have Hybrid. We have Panadero coming up next, who I'll have to beat. Simple. Who do we have after that? Chris Young? No problem. And then Luke. Oh, I'm not going to talk about Luke. And then after I beat him though, I take on Randy Orton in a TLC match where all I need to do is climb up a ladder and pull down the championship. Easy. Easy. I couldn't come up against an easier group of people. All I've got to do is regain a little bit of stamina, you know, take a bit of a breather here and there. So running around the ring right now, probably not the best idea, but then again, look where I am, look where Roland is. He has his head against my boot right now. It was going well. It was going really well. I took a little bit of time to get in control, but now that I have Roland right where I want him, there's going to be nothing that stops me. He turns around. Oh, he does manage to reverse my clothesline there. Pretty impressive stuff. He hits me with a DDT, but you know, I've got a strong head. I've got a strong head, so you know that's not going to do much. DDT, fine, whatever. He throws me over the ring post, whatever. He gets me. He's got me hanging and hits me with another DDT. Whatever. It's all good. He might look like he's doing well right now. But don't get me wrong. I've got this. I've got this. Okay? So, you know, I've been to Spain. I've been to Spain the past 2 weeks. That's why Anthony Carter's been taking my place. You know, he was helping me out for a while. And I'm glad he did, you know. He managed to beat both Chris Young, you know, simple enough. And then he also beat Roland Dieter. Not Roland. He beat Randy Orton. So, you know, two of the people who I've got to come up against in this gauntlet. Anthony Carter faced and beat already. What does that mean for me? That means I've got an easy job at doing so. And right now, throwing Roland into that chair. You know, just look at me. Look at me. It's all about me. It's always been about me. You know, there's nothing that anyone can do that is better than me. And right now, I'm showing it against Roland. He doesn't know what he's let himself into. He still thinks that he has a chance to pick up the win right now. And I'm getting a bit frustrated because, you know, he's chilling on the outside of the ring. I'm waiting on the inside, you know. That's why I go out there after him. He's dismantling the poor announce table right now. So what am I going to do? I'm going to make him pay for that. I place him against the announce table. I punch him in the face. Pick him up and then slam him straight down onto my knee. Yeah. What are you doing? And then he gets onto the table and I'm just like, what are you doing? I'm not going to slam you through the table. What are you doing up there? Come on, get out. Get out. So I swipe away his legs and he falls over yet again. And I'm just laughing at him now because he's stuck on top of that table. And then he finally gets off and I'm just like, yeah, no. But he does manage to get me here with a nice suplex. And, you know, I can't complain. You know, my leg does bounce a little bit off them steel steps there. Which is unfortunate for me. But, you know, I'm still in control. I've got the ladder in my hands right now. The same ladder that I will use to climb up later on in this gauntlet to beat Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship at the end, after I defeat everyone else. So, I'm well adversed with ladders. You know, it's nothing new to me. Well, actually, that's a lie. It is actually something new to me because I'm not a weapons expert by any means. And here I am in an Extreme Rules match. It's just like Amazing H just wants me to lose or something. First, he has a random generator to decide who's going to come in which position in the gauntlet after I trick him into giving me another shot. And then he makes me come out number one. If that's not rigged, I don't know what is. And then after that, he makes me go through an Extreme Rules match, a Hell in a Cell match, a table match. I'm starting to destroy things here. And then after that, it's a steel cage match, and then finally a TLC match. My chances in winning here are like 3%. 3%. And yet, you know, I'm still going to go flying high. I might miss. I did miss. Roland sets himself on fire for a brief second there, but you know, he's unfazed by that. And it's just like, you know, Amazing H has something against me. But yeah, that table's burning and it's getting a little hot around here. And it's starting to be pretty bad, but I pick Roland up and spinning. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. So who needs a neck breaker when you can do that? You know, I've been practicing some new moves, and yeah, let's get that fire out of here. It's starting to be a bit of a hazard. I don't want to set myself on fire like Roland did. But yeah, I've been practicing some new moves, some new offense in my moveset here. And that rolling, that spinning, oh, it's like a cutter type of thing, but you're still hurting your neck at the same time like a neck breaker. So, you know, I've yet to name it. You know, I've got to think of some names here for moves. That's not my strong point. It's not my strong point, naming moves, because, you know, I don't need to name moves. I just need to hit them and win, which is exactly what I'm going to do soon enough. So I slap Roland in the face twice because, you know, showing utter disrespect, because why does he deserve my respect? He doesn't at all. So I'm not going to give it to him. I pick him up. I throw him straight into that ladder that I positioned in the corner of the ring. And then what do? I grab him, put him in between my legs, pick him up, and then powerbomb him right onto the bottom rung, because, you know, I could have just slammed him right in the middle of it, but, you know, hitting his head off the bottom rung of that ladder, that is going to hurt even more. And now Roland's just dazed. He doesn't know what he's doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I pick him up, slam him down onto my knee yet again. And Roland's just completely out of it. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know if he's backstage. He doesn't know if he's playing a match. He could be in the hospital for all he knows. He is completely out of it. And, you know, I've got to remind him that he's still in a wrestling match. Yeah, I pick him up and backslide driver straight down into the mat. If he didn't know where he is, he definitely doesn't know where he is now. And he manages to roll out of the ring, though. He kind of remembers some things. He's got good ring presence, I'll give him that much. But apart from that, he's completely out of it. He goes for a jumping knee strike, even though I was right next to him, and of course he misses, because, you know, I've got cat-like reflexes. Why would he hit me with that? He just wouldn't. He just wouldn't. He was always gonna miss that. You know, he hits me with the ladder, completely unfazed. Hits me again with the ladder. Okay, that one did hurt a little bit. I mean, you know, you're getting hit by a ladder straight in the face. Of course, it's gonna hurt a little bit. But, you know, I'm not gonna let him know that. Of course, I'm not gonna let him know that. And he starts to climb the ladder, the same ladder that I will climb later on in this this Gauntlet matchup. I could go for an hour long. I could go for an hour straight, picking off opponents left, right, and center. It doesn't matter. He jumps from the top. I was just regaining a little bit of energy here. You know, okay, fine, he did land on top of me there, but, you know, he's as light as a feather. He's got nothing. Look at the size difference between me and him, you know. He starts chatting to the ref, you know, trying to tell him to count when he goes for a pin. And, you know, I've already paid off the ref. He already knows to give me the win, so, you know, it makes no difference anyway. So Roland's getting a bit confused now. I slam him head first into that bottom rung yet again, and the ladder goes flying. And I start climbing to the top ropes. I didn't actually notice at this point that Roland was getting back to his feet. That was unfortunate by me. I should have a bit better sights when I'm fighting people. But, you know, Roland gets me, and he does toss me off the top rope nearly onto that ladder. I just missed there, but my back, you know, I've had a bit of back trouble, you know. I've been lounging around on sun chairs for the past 2 weeks. My back's been a bit stiff, so it did start to hurt. But, you know, he goes for something big, and of course I'm not going to let him hit it. I go for something big. He doesn't let me hit it. He kicks me in the midsection, which, again, you know, it's not going to do much. He picks up a ladder. That's not going to do anything to me. I'll just grab the ladder straight off you and hit you in the face with it, but instead I don't. I put it on the mat, and then Roland punches me straight in the face. You know, he's like aiming for the head, you know, my big head, and, you know, the baldness that has overcome me after those 3 weeks ago, thanks to Luke, which I will get revenge for later on in this match. You know, the baldness has given me like super strength or something, because, you know, I kick him in the midsection and he's completely down, and I'm like, I think it's time. I think it's time to start thinking about ending this. You know, I've got five matches to go through, and this is only match number 1. I've got to think about starting to put him away. I've got to keep some stamina, keep some energy left for the remaining matches. So he is down on the mat. I see that. I see it. And he rolls out the ring again. Roland the Roller. He gets out the ring again. He doesn't want me to end the match. He still wants to win, but of course it's not going to happen. Of course it's not going to happen, because it's me. It's always been about me. This entire gauntlet was made for me, and yeah, set a ladder up. He's going to think about jumping in the ring. He can jump over a ladder if he wants, but he's not going to hit me. He tries it. Doesn't work as expected. I punch him in the back. He doesn't like that, so I slam him into the mat. It was a stupid idea. He should never jump in the ring against me. So I spin him around, hit him with the suplex pile driver, get him up, and down he goes. And I know that it's time to end it. It is time to move on to match 2. So what do? I get him ready, taunt it up, tell him to get up to his feet. He does so. I grab him, get him up for that spinning gutter yet again, spin him around, and down he goes. His head is all over the place. It could have came off his shoulders. I go for the pin and pick up the win. And now it's time for me to take on Panadero.
And approaching the ring from El Salvador, the Shadow.
It's hell in a cell. That means no one can escape. No one can help you. It's as brutal and unforgiving as it gets.
So here he is, the little Mexican running bean himself, Panadero. And what can I say about him, except the fact that he's about 3 foot tall. He runs around like he's running a marathon, and you know, he's like undefeated in singles competition. What else is there to say about him? He has nothing at all on me. Nothing. He can run to the top ropes as quick as lightning. He can jump off the top. But what damage is this going to do? What damage is this going to do? He can run all he wants. At the end of the day, you know, those punches, those kicks, you know, he might knock me down, but it's not affecting me. What's this little midget going to be able to do? He tries to jump off the top rope. I simply walk away. Easy as that, you know, he's got nothing. He tries to punch me in the back like that's really going to give me some sort of pain. You know, I mean, I did mention that I've had a bit of a stiff back these past few days. But, you know, hitting me in the back like that, it's just uncalled for. Why? I easily power out of it there. And, you know, I just throw him straight into that corner ring post there. And, you know, he gets straight out of it. I pick him up and, of course, you know, he slithers his way out of it like a slimy little snake that he is. And hits me with a DDT. How does he do it? I don't know. But this... Yeah, I was feeling a bit tired at this point. You know, I wasn't expecting my match with Roland Dieter to be a 15-minute epicness of epicness match of the century. You know, I was expecting, you know, maybe a 3-minute. You know, I hit him with a chair here or there. You know, I hit him with a neck breaker, end the match. But of course, it doesn't happen like that. Panadero comes flying at me. Nothing, and I hit him with my first grapple of the match. He comes running at me for like the 18th time of the match already. It's been going on for about 30 seconds, so of course he's only hit me with 5 running moves so far. That's like a slow day for him. So, you know, he tries to grab me again, I kick him. Well, I don't, I knee him actually. Sorry. But, you know, he slimes out of each and every attempt at a move that I do in this match. He is not fun. He is not fun at all, you know. You fans, you know, you try and idolize him. You say that he's the best Mexican superstar of all time, you know. You think he's quicker than Usain Bolt or something like that. But at the end of the day, he's just this man in a mask who hides himself away from the reality that he actually isn't good at all. He isn't good at all. He climbs the top rope for the 3rd time. He tries to jump down. Roll out of the way. I'm just a smarter opponent than him. And again though, he's just sliding out everything. It's like he had grease around his mask or something. Every time I try to grab his head, you know, I just whoop straight out of arm's length. There's just something about him. So here he goes again to the top. And this time he does manage to connect. And I've got to admit, you know, knees to the midsection, you know, I had a big lunch before the gauntlet started, you know. That winded me a little bit, you know. A little bit gassy after that one. and again, sliming out of every single move, and he's talking to these fans here, and not one of them is standing on their feet, you know, they're all sitting down, they're all just, you know, waiting for this one to be over to skip to the next match. But, you know, people were expecting something out of a Hell in a Cell match, you know, people were expecting maybe the cell to break, maybe some weapons to be introduced. Panadero, you know, he was just standing on the inside of the ring as I grabbed his sledgehammer. I was like, okay, you want to stay up on the inside of the ring? I'll just hit you with a sledgehammer a few times. So I do, but he, you know, he's bouncing around, he's jumping around, you know, he's doing double jumps. I don't know how he does it. He thinks he's one of the Mario Bros or something. And, you know, he's just hitting me with running moves left, right, and center. And again, throwing it up to these guys in attendance, and they're just not even reacting, you know, they're just sitting there like, are you gonna do something different? Are you gonna hit more than 3 moves? And, you know, he replies by saying, nope, I'm gonna pick him up and do a running move even though I was standing right next to him. And at this point, I was lying on that mat and I was just thinking, what am I meant to do when you fight a mixture between Sonic the Hedgehog and the Flash? Put together, you know, he's running around, he hits me there, I'm down on the outside of the ring. What does he do? What does he do? He's just gonna stand there. And I was getting annoyed at this point, you know, I walk away out into the corner, and I'm just, you know, I'm getting steel steps, I'm getting stuff, I don't know what to do. But he finally decides, yeah, this is the chance that I'm actually going to take to come on the outside of the ring. And after a brief moment of stupidity, he finally manages to hit me and rake me in the eyes, because, you know, he is not a fair player. So, you know, I rake him back in the eyes, he rakes me in the eyes again, and I'm just raking back. You know, this is just a back and forth match of raking each other in the eyes, because he is a dirty player. He tries to slap me in the face. Is this the type of thing you want to see from your heroes? Is this the type of thing that makes someone good? He runs away from me. We were having a nice little exchange there on the outside of the ring. You know, I was just starting to get the upper hand, because, you know, I get the upper hand like every time, and he decides to run away. So I get a steel chair, I try swinging it at him, and again, you know, he's just running around, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog with these runs, you know, he's bouncing off those bounce pads, hitting me, jumping, managing to reach my head. I don't know how he even manages to reach my face, because, you know, I'm like a good 6 foot taller than he is, so, you know, that's quite a big reach that he has. You know, he's standing right next to me, he's kicking me in the face with running moves when he's like a foot away. And, you know, I'm getting annoyed, I'm hitting the mat, I'm taking steel chairs off him, I'm throwing them down on the mat, and he tries to run away. He tries to run, he's bouncing off the ropes. I try and hit him again with a clothesline, and he's just wrapping himself around himself, and, you know, he's going all over the place. I don't know what he's doing, but I do manage to kick out at 2. And then he hits me with a neck break anyway. You know, I'm not even facing the right direction. I'm looking one way where he is, and then all of a sudden he's behind me, hitting me with a neck breaker. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Again, he tries to run, but that time I managed to get him. My second grapple of the match. Remember that. Count it. I'm counting it myself. I'm torn it up. Yeah, that's right. That's the second grapple. What are you going to do about it? He's going to come in the ring and hit me with a running DDT. That's what he's going to do. I've hit 2 grapples too many for the average Panadero match, and he makes me suffer. He makes me suffer. So he hits me with a running DDT. He starts getting on the outside. He could have gone on the outside of the ring, but instead he tries to run at me, and that time I catch him again. I catch him again. That's the second time I managed to catch him. But can I hit my 3rd grapple? No. He reverses and hits me with some random move. His strength, you know, I compared him to a mixture of Sonic and the Flash. You know, I should add in like Popeye into that, because, you know, he eats his spinach randomly after running around. You know, it's like he running around gives him super strength, and then, you know, he manages to pick me up and hits that move on me. That move, I don't know what he calls it, but, you know, I'm getting annoyed. Look at me, I'm on the outside of the ring. Come on, get out here. I am going to slam you through this cage, whether you like it or not. But he doesn't. I'm standing on the ropes hoping he comes towards me, but he doesn't. He grabs a chair, he tries to hit me, I punch him. That's like my second punch of the match. He runs at me. Oh, this is the closing moments of the match. I don't even want to commentate on it. That running bolt. Think of the moves that he does here. I'm done. I'm done. You can just watch the rest.
You can see him struggling to stand after all the damage he's taken. Cyborg.
That's it. He's done.
We got a cover. 2, 3.
All good things must come to an end. But I wish that match could have gone on a little longer.
And approaching the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Chris Young.
Oh, the WWE Universe letting him hear it.
Okay, so here we are back into the next match in the Gauntlet, and Chris Young has entered the fray to take on Panadero after Panadero defeated Buster Gates in a Hell in a Cell match. So Buster kind of left the commentary booth after that match, and we are back to our scheduled programming. And yeah, Chris Young, next one to take on the Beast from Mexico in a tables match. So Chris Young versus Panadero. Chris Young is potentially the weakest man in the Gauntlet records-wise. He has the worst record out of the 6 men involved in the match, but that doesn't mean anything, even though he is now taking on the one with the best record. And oh my god, Chris Young nearly picked up the win early there. That was so close, and what, a table's already broke in this one. But it doesn't count. It does not count. The match will continue. But yeah, Chris Young taking on the Beast from Mexico, Panadero, in a tables match. No one so far has won 2 matches in a row. Will Panadero be the first person to do that in this tables match after going through a pretty one-sided Hell in a Cell match? Maybe. Maybe so. But right now, you know, Chris Young, he's holding his own. He's just taken Panadero down there. But can he pick up a win? This match, by the way, you know, since it wasn't recorded by me, it has a few cuts in it where recording stopped and started. So you will see the jumps from file to file here and there. There is 3 cuts throughout the match. But it doesn't matter. Nothing happened during those cuts. You'll just see people warp around the ring. But yeah, nothing happened during those cuts, so you know, you just be ready for them because they will come. But Hybrid right now, Panadero right now, who's Hybrid? Panadero right now with the neck breaker to Chris Young, keeping him on the floor on the outside of the ring, and Chris trying to run at him. That does not work with the reversal leg sweep, taking Chris Young down, and Panadero now getting back onto the apron and jumping back down again. So yes, this is quite the matchup, quite the different styles going on here, because you know, Panadero, the Mexican style, trying to take on Chris Young here, who's quite the brawler himself. He is quite the brawler. The 2 different styles, but Chris Young targeting those legs and taking Panadero out early there, knocking him down on the mat, but he doesn't stay down for long because Panadero, even though standing right next to him, hits him with that running neck breaker. That just shows the speed, you know. He doesn't even have to be standing 5-6 foot away, you know. He can be standing an inch away and he can still hit those running moves somehow. But Panadero jumping back on the inside of the ring, and there is the first minor cut of the match. But of course, you didn't notice that. You wouldn't have noticed that if I didn't say. But Chris Young has his patented baseball bat now, whilst Panadero has that table on the outside of the ring. And he tries to hit him, and Chris Young fakes him out there. He gets straight back on the inside of the ring. But what can Panadero do? He has the table there. There's another table on the outside of the ring. There's another table on the far end of the ring now. And Panadero just taking out all the tables. Chris Young just waiting on the inside of the ring, you know. He doesn't want to go after him. That's quite the change. Whereas Panadero is the one standing on the outside of the ring this time. He wasn't the one to stand on the outside of the ring in the last match against Buster Gates. It's quite the change up here. Chris Young taking the defensive role as Panadero wants the action on the outside of the ring, and he's not getting what he wants. Similar to the last match. Quite the opposite style. But Chris Young bounces off the ropes, hits him with that knee to the face as Panadero was holding that chair. And Chris trying to go for the run move, that does not work. The flinches going wild. Panadero going for the sweep of the leg and misses. Chris Young with a clothesline, taking Panadero down. And Chris Young has his baseball bat now, and he's just going to go to town, hitting him wildly with that baseball bat, connecting twice. There's a third time, fourth time missing, fifth time, and Panadero now with his baseball bat, trying to hit him. And again, trying to bounce off the ropes and misses, and Panadero manages to hit him in the back with that baseball bat. And he picks it straight back up after dropping it. And now Panadero's time to go wild. He just throws it off the lower back of Chris Young there. And Panadero is now back in control. But what's he going to do? He takes it to the outside of the ring. He's getting rid of that baseball bat. He doesn't want it involved in the matchup anymore. As Panadero bounces off the ropes and manages to just connect there. And Chris Young quick to roll to the outside of the ring. He wants nothing to do with Panadero right now. But he slides a second table into the ring. We have two tables involved in the ring right now. All you gotta do is put your opponent through a table to advance in this gauntlet match. And Panadero going for the jump. Oh my god, he's nearly killed himself. He nearly killed himself. That did not work as Panadero might have hoped for. He jumped pretty much on top of that table and took Chris Young out in the process. And Chris Young getting back to his feet slowly now. Panadero trying to hit him with that table. Chris Young with the reversal. Kick to the midsection is also reversed. And Panadero going for that big jump and spin kick. And he connects. Chris Young is down on top of a table. Panadero going up top. Chris Young getting back to his... well, he's crawling away from Panadero. It might have been good for something big there, but it doesn't happen. Chris Young with the reversal now. Grabbing him and throwing him into that barricade. Away from the tables, Chris Young with a table now, and he's going to go after Panadero, just hitting him with it as he's against the barricade, taking him down. And Chris Young now just going wild, the strikes with the table, and he's just, Panadero is getting hurt. He is getting hurt. Chris Young in control until Panadero got the table back off him there, and he hits him with it straight into the face, and Panadero sets that table down onto the mat. And Panadero back in control, just as he likes it. Just as he likes it. And right now, there goes another cut into the match. Panadero taking the table back to the outside of the ring. Chris Young trying to take him out, but he doesn't manage to grab him. And Chris Young with a table hanging against the ropes. What is that going to happen? Oh my god, and Panadero misses with that jump to the outside of the ring. Chris Young notices that. That was a bad miss by Panadero. And Chris Young now just rolling him backwards and forwards. What's he trying to do here? What's his aim here? Don't know what it was, but Panadero gets the reversal in anyway and runs away from Chris Young. He wants nothing to do with Chris Young right now. He gets back in the ring. Chris is going to follow him on the far end of the ring. And both men back inside now. Chris Young picking up a chair. Panadero has nothing. He's trying to run out of the way, and he does manage to hit with a kick to the side of the face there. Taking Chris Young down, and now Panadero with a chair. Placing it into the corner of the ring. Maybe that's going to come in handy for Panadero, or maybe even Chris Young later on in this matchup. But right now, Panadero going for that spin kick and connects to the face of Chris Young. Chris Young is down and rolls outside the ring again. And Panadero follows him, and this time he connects flush onto Chris Young, taking him down, and he gets straight back into the ring and has a table. He has a table, and he throws it outside the ring, and I think it landed on Chris Young's legs there as Chris Young tries to get back to his feet, and he does so. And Chris Young positioned on top of that table. Now, what can Panadero do? What can he do? He gets back on the inside of the ring. I think he's trying to get back onto that top rope, but he doesn't realize that the chair that he placed there himself has gotten into the way. And he finally, well, he might have been able to get the top rope there, but Chris Young has enough time to regain some stamina, rethink whereabouts he is in the match, and he gets off that table. He doesn't want to be on top of that table right now. And Chris Young taunting it up. Panadero getting a table, another table, as Chris Young tries to make his way back onto the inside of the ring again, maybe. He's on the apron and he jumps and misses Panadero, and Panadero places Chris Young on top of a table yet again. And Panadero, where is he going now? He gets back inside the ring. He's climbing to the top rope, it seems. And this could be it. This could be the end of the match. Panadero! And he misses. He misses the jump. What was that? That was like a 180, 450 splash or something. I don't even know what to call that. But he misses. He misses the table and lands onto the mat. And Panadero could be out. He could be out. He rolls back to his feet. And he still manages to take the table away from Chris Young. Chris Young running away, getting back inside the ring. Panadero probably angry that he missed that move there. That could have been it if he connected. But he didn't. Panadero missed that move, and that could have been the game changer in this matchup. And yeah, Chris Young retreating to the outside of the ring, and now the two, that was the final cut of the match. But there's the just running around each other now, and Chris Young is going to connect with, oh my god, just planted Panadero down onto the mat there, and a stomp to the midsection. And Chris Young now is gonna maybe go for something big. Panadero getting back to his feet. Chris Young is walking away now. He's grabbing that table. And what is he gonna do? Panadero is a bit groggy there. He gets hit onto the back. He swings again and misses. And a third time manages to get Panadero on top of that table. And Chris Young now, he's in control. Panadero not in a good position. Chris Young climbing to the top. This could be it. Can he do it? And he's gonna jump, and a stomp to the midsection, taking Panadero out, and Chris Young advances into the next round of the Gauntlet.
And approaching the ring from Ireland, Luke E.
Oh, the WWE Universe letting them hear it.
And here we are for the second last match of the Gauntlet. Chris Young now has to defeat the World Heavyweight Champion, Luki, in a steel cage match. This is the second last match. Can Chris Young be the first person to win 2 matches in a row? He has to take on the fresh Luki in a steel cage match. But Chris Young just did the unthinkable. He defeated the undefeated in singles competition, Panadero. The upset of the century so far in the league's history. Chris Young defeated Panadero in singles competition. He must be feeling great right now. He must be feeling like he can win this entire thing. But you can't count out the World Heavyweight Champion. Luki is the next person he needs to face, and it is inside a steel cage. Whoever wins this takes on Randy Orton in the final matchup in a TLC match to crown the World Heavyweight Champion. Luki is of course wanting to defend his World Heavyweight Championship in his second ever title defense. The first one was against Buster Gates in singles competition, which he defended, and now he has to win 2 matches in a row here to defend it. First up, steel cage match against Chris Young, and then if he wins this, a TLC match against Randy Orton. If he can stay fit after this matchup, of course. If he wins it, we could crown a new World Heavyweight Champion if Chris Young defeats Luki in this matchup. Who knows? But right now, the two are evenly matched, getting reversals in left, right and centre. No one is taking the upper hand so far. Back and forth. Luki bounces off the ropes, goes underneath, leapfrog there, and then underneath. Chris Young has him right where he wants him and just throwing him over his shoulder down onto the mats. Chris Young probably in control of this matchup right now. And there's a low drop kick taking Luki down. Chris Young knows what he is doing. He is just on top of his game right now. And both go for back kicks. And Luki is the one that connects and hits him with that running knee to the face. Luki in control right now. Taking the probably worn out Chris Young down. And they both, Luki going high, Chris Young going low. And they both miss there. And now Luki has the upper hand, taking him down to the mat. Both men running around like maniacs right now. Probably not the wisest decision to waste all your energy when there's still one more big match to come after this one, no matter who wins. Especially Chris Young, who is going to be worn out after that tables match. A gruesome tables match against Panadero, which he somehow managed to come out on top of. So, you know, he's going to be worn out in this one. Not the best idea to be running around as much as he is, but Luki connects with that dropkick, spinning dropkick, and he's going wild with those kicks, and Chris Young capitalizes, taking him down to the mat. And both men very evenly matched so far in this matchup. It looks like that table match hasn't done much to Chris Young because he's holding his own here against the World Heavyweight Champion. Does this mean that he can pick up the win though? Chris Young goes behind after kicking Luki in the gut and taking him down. I don't even know what you call that move, but that was something special by Chris Young, taking Luki down. He is in control of this match right now. The 2 kicks to the midsection as Luki was trying to get back to his feet. That's going to hurt. And Luki with the flying clothesline, taking Chris Young down. Who is going to win? Going wild again. Chris Young going low, Luki going high. And those kicks, Chris Young he's getting frustrated. You can see that those kicks, he's trying them too many times and it's not working, and Luki knows that. He knows those kicks are coming now, and he's managed to dodge the last 3 he's done. Not a good idea for Chris to keep trying those running low kicks. But will he realize that in this matchup? Luki now with the reversal, taking Chris Young down. And I think Luki has Chris right where he wants him. Again, he tries to run, and that time he does manage to connect with those low kicks to the leg. I still don't think it's a good idea for Chris to keep trying those kicks. Luki knows they're coming now. He's got to stop. But Luki with the reversal, taking Chris Young down, and Luki is back in control. Both men, though, doing well in this matchup so far. Chris Young is holding his own against the World Heavyweight Champion, and Luki goes for dropkick and misses. But Luki takes advantage of that miss, and an elbow to the back of the head, and Chris Young is down. That is going to hurt. Chris Young has been flawed right now. He might not know where he is, and he's getting slowly back to his feet. And he's got Luki with the reversal, leapfrog again, and he's got him. What's he going to do here? Just throwing him down into the mat with a weird, like, modified neck breaker there. And Chris Young is getting fired up. He might want to try and finish this soon enough. He tries to go for the kick to the midsection, and he gets bounced off the ropes, and Luki with his patented cutter taking Chris Young down, and Luki is going to want to try and end this right now. He's starting to climb. Can he get out in time? Luki climbing as quickly as he can. Chris Young is starting to get back to his feet. Luki right on the top of the cage. Chris Young just getting to the top, and Luki is starting to get out of it. Chris Young knows there is not much he can do now. He is angry. He is stuck inside this cage as Luki finishes the match and moves on to take on Randy Borton.
And approaching the ring from Toronto, Canada, Randy Orton.
Ah, the WWE Universe letting them hear it.
So here we are in the final match of the Gauntlet. Luke, the champion, taking on Randy Orton in a TLC match. And Luke's just went through a steel cage match with Chris Young, and now he's got to fight his final challenger, Randy Orton. No one throughout this entire Gauntlet has won 2 matches in a row yet. Is Luke, the champion, going to be able to do it here and retain his championship? That is the big question. This is the final match. This is the final one. And this is going to be the longest video of all time. But it's just insane that no one has managed to win 2 matches yet. Everyone has been bested by another opponent so far in this match. So does that mean that Luke will also fall into that category? And Randy Orton will walk away as the new World Heavyweight Champion, the 3rd ever World Heavyweight Champion. Who knows? But yes, this is going to be a tough match for Luke. This is going to be a tough match for Orton. Both men, big names in the league. Both men can easily beat each other. And right now, Luke just swatting Orton away. I haven't even watched this match yet. This is a live reaction to the match, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. But this is TLC. This isn't just a ladder match. So, of course, the way they need to win is by getting one of those 2 ladders inside the ring, climbing it all the way to the top and pulling down a briefcase containing the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, that is the aim of the match. But there's also tables and there's also chairs. Will they come into effect in this match? Who knows? I do not know, but right now, Luke... Oh, there's a swinging neck breaker by Luke, taking Orton down. It looks like he's in control. He's quickly heading to the top rope as Orton gets back to his feet. He jumps and he just misses that splash. And Orton's like, yeah, that's right. You're not going to hit me with that. And he doesn't. And Orton now climbing to the top rope. Luke getting back to his feet. He's just watching him climb. He goes for the dropkick and connects. Orton stuck on that top rope now. Luke, what's he going for here? Orton making a bad decision going to that top rope. Luke looks as if he's going for a top rope superplex, and he hits it. Orton down. Luke should get the ladder right now and climb, and it looks like he's going to do that. He's heading to the outside. He's grabbing that ladder, but Orton getting back to his feet already. Luke climbing the ladder on the outside of the ring. What's he trying to do here? Orton all the way on the other side of the ring. He's gonna jump! Oh my god! Both men jump at the same time. Orton collides with the ladder. Luke ends on the inside of the ring. Both men miss each other. And Luke jumping to the outside of the ring now, taking Orton down. Both men down on the outside of the ring now. Luke being the first one back to his feet. And that ladder coming into play now for the first time in the match, maybe. If Luke connects here, and he goes for a hit, and Orton manages to get that off Luke in the last second and hits Luke right in the face. And what is Orton doing? He should get it inside the ring, go for the win, win that World Heavyweight Championship, but instead he's climbing to the top rope. What is he doing here? And it looks like Luke is crawling away from Orton right now on the outside of the ring. You can just see him, he's starting to get back to his feet. Orton jumps and he misses with that drop kick. Luke managing to dodge it out of the way. And now Luke climbing to the top of that ladder. Orton trying to kick the ladder out from underneath Luke, maybe making him fall, and Luke drops. And he just lands on top of Borton. But Borton being the first one back to his feet, I don't think that drop kick landed flush there. But neither man wants to put that ladder in the ring yet. Luke climbing, Borton climbing, both men climbing at the same time. And Luke manages to dodge Borton out of the way. And what's he doing here? Borton with the reversal powerbomb off the top of the ladder, taking Luke down. But Luke straight back to his feet, that fighting spirit. He doesn't want to lose his championship so quickly. This is his second ever title defense in this gauntlet. As I mentioned in his match against Chris Young, he does not want to lose his championship this way, and he's managed to get to the final matchup of the gauntlet. All he has to do is defeat Borton here. And Borton now bringing the table into the equation. This is TLC, everything is legal, and Borton heading back into the inside of the ring for the first time in a while, and straight back out of the ring, and Luke just climbing into the ring as Borton jumps after him. Not the smartest of moves by Borton. And Luke now jumping to the outside with a dropkick, and Borton manages to run out of the way. Neither man is managing to hit with any moves here right now. Both men just escaping from each other, and oh my god, the Russian leg sweep through the table, and Borton straight back to his feet, no selling the table break. But Luke managing to, oh my god, the uppercut, but Luke managing to get Borton through that table there. That is going to hurt no matter what. And Borton now getting under the apron and finding a chair in this TLC match, and the chair is now coming into effect in this match. And oh, there's a dropkick by Luke, taking Borton down. So Lukey now back on top in this one, and what's he going for here? Another swinging neck break on the outside of the ring, taking Borton down. It looks like Luke is going, I thought he was going to go for the ladder, but instead it looks like he's going for the steel steps there. What is he doing with the steel steps? This isn't TLC and stairs, this is just TLC, Luke. Don't you realise that? But Borton now with the steps. What's he going to do with these? I think he's waiting for Luke to get back to his feet. It looks like he's just waiting. And misses with those steps, and Luke trying to escape, getting back on the inside of the ring maybe. No, he goes for a Hurricanrana from the apron, taking Borton down. What a move by Lukey. And Lukey now getting back on the inside of the ring maybe. No, again, he's coming outside the ring, getting another table involved in this matchup. And he misses there with that first strike. And the second strike manages to connect straight to the face of Randy Borton. And Borton is down. Luke sliding that table onto the inside of the ring. Can we finally get some action back on the inside of the ring now? It's been about a quarter of the way through the matchup, and this is the first set of action that's going on in the inside of the ring, and Luke completely taking Borton out. What a move by Lukey. And that is why he is World Heavyweight Champion right now. But Luke, where's he going now? He's rolling out the ring for another time, and he's going after the other steel steps on the other side of the ring now. Borton back inside the ring. He jumps to the outside and completely suicide dives through the middle ropes, taking Lukey and himself out. I think he collided with those steel steps that Lukey was picking up, and that is going to hurt both men. But Borton first trying to get back to his feet. And he's putting another table on the inside of the ring. 2 tables on the inside of the ring now. No ladders on the inside. That is what they need in this match. They need the ladders, but yet they're messing around with tables. And Luke jumping on the inside of the ring and taking Borton down with a shoulder barge from the apron, jumping over that top rope, taking Borton down. And Luke in control of this matchup right now. He's got Borton. Where's he going to position him here? He's positioning him against the ropes and clothesline over the top of the ropes. And Luke, what's he going to do now? He's signaling for something. He bounces off the forehand and jumping over the top of the ropes, taking Borton down. And he is happy with that one. He's going to get the ladder and get it inside the ring and climb, retain that briefcase containing his World Heavyweight Championship. But he's not doing that unless he's going for the ladders on the far end. What is he doing? What is he doing? He's going back after those steel steps. This is not the type of game plan that he should be doing right now. He should have got those ladders and got them inside the ring. But it's, oh my god, Borton back first on top of Lukey, taking him out as he was picking up a table. What is that? What is that? That just hurt both men, and then a giant spinebuster taking Lukey down. Borton, he has to grab the ladder now. No, he's climbing the ladder. What is he doing? He's got Luke on the mat. And he jumps from the top And did he hit? Did he hit? I'm not too sure, but both men are down. It looks like he must have missed because Luke is getting back to his feet first. He is up onto his feet. Borton now getting back onto his feet as well, and Luke got him up and down with the backdrop. His head might hit off those steel steps there. Maybe, who knows, but Borton back to his feet now. Luke also back to his feet. And a big giant running, jumping clothesline by Luke. He takes Borton out, and now what is Luke going to do? He needs to capitalize here. He's got him up again, and a blue thunder bomb taking Borton down. Borton is hurt. Luke is in firm control of this matchup. All he has to do is get a ladder, get it in the ring, climb and pull down the briefcase, but neither man has even attempted to do that so far in this match. They haven't even got a ladder in the ring yet, but Luke with a swift kick, and there's an uppercut by Borton to Lukey, taking him down. Borton now with the steel steps. What is he going to do with those steps? He hits Lukey right in the midsection there, and he's again to the back of the head, and Lukey trying to take him out, but it doesn't work. The steps to the face of Lukey now. Borton now in control. Luke needs to work on just keeping Borton down and getting the ladders inside the ring. And a drop kick to the back. Oh my god, he landed on top of those steel steps. He landed on top of the steel steps. Borton could be out of it. He could be out of it. No, he gets straight back to his feet. Borton now with the reversal and Russian leg sweep. Luke's head just bounced off the top of those steel steps. He could be concussed. That is the concussion right there. But no, again, Luke throwing Borton into that barricade now and punches straight to the side of the head of Borton, taking him down, putting him on the mats on the outside of the ring. Luke, get a ladder. What are you doing right now? You've got to get a ladder in the ring. You've got to get the win. Retain your championship. He's just not focused at all on winning the match. And it looks like he might find... No. I thought he was finally going to get the ladder, but no, he's climbing the ladder now. And he jumps from the top. An elbow drop to a standing Randy Borton, and he takes him out. He completely lands flush on top of Borton. Elbow to the top of the head, and Borton is down. Luke now, what is he trying to do? Borton just throwing him down onto the mats. And Borton now picking up the steel steps that are on the outside of the ring. But he's putting them down away from Luke. Luke and Borton on opposite sides of the rings. It looks like they're going to collide next to the ladder now. And, oh, they both go for running clotheslines and miss. Both men miss. And again, Borton going for a dropkick that time. Luke with a clothesline and a giant sidewalk slam by Borton, taking Luke down. Both men running too much at each other, and Borton takes advantage with that sidewalk slam and just throwing a chair on top of Lukey now. Lukey is down. He is winded. He has to be out of it. He's slowly getting back to his feet, and Borton now going for a tiger suplex on the steel steps. His head collided off those steel steps. Borton getting back inside the ring. What is he doing? He's getting the table from outside the corner of the ring. He has to be thinking about picking up the win now. Luke's head has to be hurt. It has to be. And Luke now just bouncing Borton's head off that top rope there. And now Borton with the reversal, kick to the back of the leg. And Luke with the kick to the back of the leg now. Can one of these men take advantage? It looks like Luke is going to take advantage. He's positioning Borton against those ropes. And he goes for a drop kick, but Borton manages to move out of the way. A big club and blow to the shoulder, and then just a scoop slam, taking Lukey down, landing right on top of that table. And Borton now getting that table. Looks like he might be waiting for Luke to get back to his feet. No, it looks like he's going to set up that table right in the middle of the ring. What is he going to do with it? Nobody knows. He tries to kick Luke in the side of the head, but Luke gets back to his feet. Borton gets him though. And it looks like he's going to position him on that table. He puts him on top of that table. And Borton now climbing to the top rope. It looks like he's going to try and put Luke through that table now. Is he going to manage to do so? He jumps and a giant splash connects. And Luke has went flying through that table. Borton is also hurt now. He is a bit groggy. He doesn't know where he's at right now. He connected head first into the midsection of Luke. So that is going to hurt him too. And Luke now regaining control. He's starting to get back to his feet as well. Borton, as he's doing so, is getting that top of the announce table off right now. He's getting rid of the monitors. Luke is just watching him do so, and then throwing him into that announce table. Now what's he doing? He's put Barton on top of the table, picking him back up to his feet. Both men stand on top of the table, and a giant cutter by Luke, putting Barton through the announce table. Barton is down. Luke is on his feet. It looks like he's running towards a ladder. He has to get that ladder in the ring, and it looks like he's going to do so. He's got the ladder. He's put it inside the ring. All he has to do is climb. Put the ladder in the ring, Luke, and climb. He's got it right in the middle of the ring. Luke starting to climb that ladder. Barton getting back to his feet. Barton somehow getting back to his feet. Luke is pulling on that ladder, and a giant off the top rope, and then a power bomb. What is going on? Luke had that one, but Barton somehow manages to get back to his feet just in the nick of time and got Luke off that table. And another sidewalk slam, taking Luke down. What does Luke have to do to keep Barton down? A giant cutter through the announce table wasn't enough. Luke must be thinking that Barton is made of steel, because he is just not staying down. He is like the Terminator. He will be back, and he is back every time. Luke with a kick to the midsection. Barton now with the reversal leg sweep, taking Lukey down. Can he capitalize? He's rolling Luke over to next to the ropes. And Luke managing to fight back to his feet. He runs at him, and a knee to the head, planting Barton's head under his knee. That's going to hurt. Barton is down. Luke, what are you trying to do here? What are you trying to do? Barton now crawling towards Luke, and Luke trying to kick him in the side of the head. That does not work, and Barton with a big right hook to the face, and Luke now with the leg sweep, taking Barton down right in the center of the ring. Neither man is trying to win this right now. Luke has been the closest so far, and he goes for it. Oh my god. Barton misses with the dropkick, and Luke lands with just a leg drop to the back of Barton there from the second rope. And Barton taking Luke down with another leg sweep. Luke is down. Barton trying to take advantage. That does not work. Both men back to their feet, and Luke punches to the midsection. Unguarded midsection of Barton. And so many punches and an uppercut to the chin of Barton. Barton is down. Luke with a flurry of punches there. And they all connect. Barton still somehow managing to get back to his feet. Luke just watching him do so, grabs him, and Barton again, another leg sweep reversal, taking Lukey down. Barton now back in control of this one. He's got Luke back on his feet. He bounces him off the ropes, and oh, a reversal, throwing him off the ropes now. Barton leapfrog, going underneath, and oh my god, the Luther's press. Barton hitting Luke with the Luther's press, back and forth, bounces off the ropes, and Barton takes advantage there with the Luther's press. Lukey is down. He's back on his feet, and another reversal, throwing Barton into the corner. What is Luke going to be able to do? He's not going to be able to do anything, because Barton with the reversal, putting Luke on the top rope. And Barton now has Luke from the second rope on his shoulders, and oh my god, what is that? Barton taking Lukey down with quite the move. And Lukey is down. Lukey is down. Barton climbing to the second rope, and a big splash from the second rope connects. Lukey's still down on the mat. Barton has to get a ladder now. He has to. And I think he realizes this. He's climbing to the outside of the ring. He's looking for a ladder. I don't think there'll be one under there, Barton. He's looking under the ring for a ladder, and he couldn't find one. There is nothing there. And Barton now still in control of this one. Getting those steel steps that were used earlier in the matchup and putting them down near the ring post. What is he trying to get here? What is he trying to do? Luke making his way to the outside of the ring. No, both men. Oh my god, Luke jumps and misses. He tries to hit Barton on the outside of the ring and misses wildly. Not a good idea by Luke. And Barton just throwing a steel chair on top of Luke now. And hitting him with it straight to the side of the head. And again another one flush to the side of the head. And Lukey is down. Barton throwing the chair down. And he's sliding back inside the ring. He needs to get a ladder inside the ring. What is he doing? He's looking for something here. Barton may be looking for another ladder. No, he's getting a table from under the from under the ring. Can't even talk anymore. But Barton now with that table. And what is going on? Barton now has the table inside the ring. Lukey trying to jump after him and misses. And Luke now has Barton stuck between the ropes and just clubbing blows to the lower back of Barton. And oh, backstabber connects through the ropes by Lukey. Lukey in control. He's going to the second rope now. Borton down. Luke jumps and knees to the lower back of Borton. Connect from the second rope. Luke back in control. He has a table. What is he going to do with that table? Borton now starting to get up, starting to get back to his feet. Luke positioning that table down inside the ring. And oh, a knee to the side of the face. Borton is down. What a knee by Luke. Vicious knee to the side of the head. Luke now puts Borton against the corner. Borton fights out of it. And Luke with a reversal leg sweep, taking Borton back down yet again. Luke has to start thinking about ending things. He needs to try and retain his championship. He has to. And Borton now, what's he going for here? Looks like he's going for DDT through the middle rope, taking Lukey down. And Borton, this is your time. Get the ladder from outside the ring. What's he doing with that table? What is he doing? He's positioned it away from the middle of the ring. Lukey knocks it down as he's getting back to his feet. And a stomp takes Lukey down. Borton now going to the outside of the ring. Maybe going for a ladder finally. No, he picks the table up, and Lukey goes flying over the top ropes, taking Borton down. And Luke, get the ladder. You've got to get the ladder. Get it in the inside of the ring. A stomp to the leg of Borton. And he picks him back up to his feet. Punches, missed, reversal punch to the side of the face by Borton. And a leg sweep taking Lukey down. And Luke's leg is going to be hurting right now. Borton picks up the ladder. Is he finally going to try and climb? Lukey is down. Borton throwing the ladder on the inside of the ring. Who is going to win this one? Borton has the steel steps. Throwing them down. Lukey first man to get back inside the ring. He has the ladder in his hands. And Borton jumping, and he misses. Lukey just places the ladder right where Borton is going to jump, and Borton goes down hard. And he gets hit in the face by Lukey. Lukey, what are you doing? Don't position the ladder on the corner. Put it in the middle of the ring and try and win. Borton and Luke both on their feet now. And Lukey positioning Borton against the ropes. A drop kick misses. Borton now, what's he going for here? And a giant slam taking Lukey down. That is it. That's going to be it. Borton can win it right here. He's got the ladder in his hands. He's putting it in the middle of the ring. Luke is down. Borton can win this right now. He's climbing the ladder. Is he going to get the briefcase? Luke's starting to get back to his feet. Borton has the briefcase in his hands. And it looks like he won it. He won it. Randy Borton picks up the win. He is the new World Heavyweight Champion.